This is the get instance of the Firebase cloud storage. If it is we want to get the instance of the bucket, we need to pass the bucket here. So for uploading and downloading, we need to have a reference, that is Firebase storage and get reference. We get the reference for the default bucket of Firebase cloud storage, and in that storage, if it is directly that spider.jpg, we can give the child and spider.jpg, or if it is folder like this in English and then image, then we need to give that Telugu / then image. So it refers to that path we need to give, so that it have the image reference. We can navigate it. If you have that, you have it in English. If you have it like English, we have a spider JPG. Now I want to refer this folder. Now I have a reference to this spider.jpg. From that I have to go back, and I don't need to go again like that Firebase cloud storage reference and then child of English and like this. I don't need to go. I can get the reference directly from the reference of this image, that is by calling get parent. So that is the get parent. I can go back directly to the default storage bucket, that is get root. So that is reference, and then that image reference, the cloud image reference, we can get the path, and then we get the name of the file, and then we can get the name of the bucket. So this is upload files. So upload files, we need to get the reference of that image, and then so this is what they're getting the reference. If it is directly, we can give like this. If it is in the folder, we can give the path like this. We can get the paths, we can compare the paths. So that is upload from the memory. So we are uploading from the image, set it on the screen. From that, and we are uploading to the cloud storage, that is I already explained. Upload from the stream, we can give the mobile device the path of the image and then call put stream on that image reference of the where we need to upload in the cloud storage, and then put stream, and then pass this where is this file is located in the device. So that will upload into the cloud storage. Upload from local file, here we can give as a stream, and then we can give, otherwise we can give directly. We have a path, file path, that URI, already have seen this. We can give that URI, and then we can upload it. So that is put file. Add file metadata, we can add info to that image we are uploading into the cloud storage. That we can do it through that storage metadata, and then we can change it. See, set content type is I can give the PNG like this. So then the file type will be PNG. So while calling this put file, I need to pass the metadata also. So like this we have a parameters on the metadata, then we can change it, or we can get it that metadata. What is the info about that file? We want to get the metadata. Then we can call get metadata. So this is upload and download task. This reference dot put file it returns the task, and when you add event listener, it gives us that status of that upload task. So that is the event listeners we have, that is on progress listeners. It gives the number of byte transferred. So when on pass listener, when the upload task is passed, on success listener, once upload is finished, on failure listener, so when it is there is error in the failure. So on that listeners, we got the task snapshot. So from that task snapshot we can get this, get the get bytes transferred, get total byte count, and get session URI, and get metadata, the info about that file. So progress listener, see this task snapshot, we can get the bytes, and then we can add a progress bar on the screen of Android screen, so that we can know that how much task is completed, and then it is. So life cycle changes, when configuration changes, look at here, this upload task we are adding event listeners, and we are getting to know that upload task is finished or not. So when configuration is changed and this instance we lost, so then when it comes back there is no reference to this task. So for that, what we have to do, we have a reference. Here we have a storage reference. So for the what image that upload task is called, that reference. So get active upload task, then it gives the list of the tasks. So if it is greater than 0, I get that first task if is this is the image, it referring to the direct image, that is spider.jpg. Then it will have only one task, so I get that 0th element. On the task we need to call add on success listener. So once it calls, it gives that status of that task, and we can do it. So that is, and save instance state, we can save it the reference, image reference. When it is comes back, so on restore instance state, we can, on that reference we get call get active upload task, or get, if it is download task, so that is get download task. So once got the task, we add the listener. So once have the listener, we have a task snapshot, and then we can do it. We can set it on the image or progress listener, anything, whatever we want. So that is process is killed, and then restart back. So that we have to do it like this. So we need to save this get upload session URI. We need to get it on from this task snapshot. This session URI, store it in the shared preference file here. So when it comes back, get that session URI. We need to call like this. For upload task, if it is process is killed and we come back, so then for say that is upload task, and same way on the storage reference, put file for the upload task, and then pass that file, which is the file which is reference to the device on the mobile device, and then we need to pass this session URI. So it starts where it ended. So when it is say 50% is completed, that image upload, so when the process ends, so then it is again it will start from that. So that is, and next is download files. Same thing explain. Download files, we need to have the get file or get bytes. So we need to have a reference first, then download directly to set it on the screen. We call the get bytes on that reference. If it is this file, we can give the path of the file, and then this file we can get file and give the path of that file. Through URL we can call get download URL. On success it gives the URL. So through the libraries we can set it on the screen, that is we use Wally for this. And downloading images directly from UI, we have seen this statement. And the activity life cycle changes, that is on the reference we get the get reference from the URL, that is on the reference we call the get activity download task. So once got the task, add the listener. Once we add the listener, we get the snapshot of that. And we can handle error like add on file listener. Metadata, we can set the metadata when you are uploading, or we can get the metadata of the file which is already exists in the cloud storage by calling that image reference and get metadata, and storage metadata we got it on that on success. So we can update it metadata, that is we need to build this metadata, and then we have parameters with custom metadata. So like this we need to code, and then we need to on that file reference we need to update the metadata, that data we gave here, and call the metadata. So we add a listener on that task. We can delete by setting that null. So any parameter is set it to the null, so it will be delete that metadata. So once it is set it to null, and then call update metadata. This is custom metadata. We can give the other parameters whatever we want. These are all parameters available on this metadata: get bucket, get generation, get path, get name. These are all we can, some we can set it, some only we can, only some we can set it, and then remaining only we get it. So we can get this file info through this metadata snapshot. So that is, these are all parameters for that. Delete files, same, on the reference of the file call delete. That's it, and handle errors. So this is the end of the session. That cloud storage, how to upload from the Android app, download from the Android app, how to set it on the screen, how to delete. That's the end of the session.